Referee Dean Ware about to get this one underway. And Davies, the veteran, takes on the prospect, Ashley the Beast Reece, former FCC amateur lightweight champion. And Jez, how many amazing contests have we seen Ashley Reece take part in here at FCC?
Wow, the infamous one is the fight against Martin Chester. That was an unbelievable fight. You know, he certainly doesn't disappoint. He comes in and puts everything into it and doesn't leave anything in there at all.
And for me, you know, just looks like a little bit better every time. His pro career as well, you know, his last fight here at FCC, he looked absolutely phenomenal against a much bigger opponent. Finding it welterweight now. Cut to lightweight, just getting a little bit too much for him the older he gets, and looks very, very comfortable at the weight. Ant Davies, though, been around this game a long, long time, been around the fight game a long time. Ant Davies is one of the heaviest hitters in the game, pound for pound. If this guy lands one on your chin, you're in trouble, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, and throws Reece to the floor quite easily there. Nice exchange of weight and just drags him to the ground.
All the hype means nothing to Ant Davies. He doesn't care who Ashley Reece is, he doesn't care how good he is or he's supposed to be. Ant Davies just goes out there to take people's heads off. This is a guy who flew out to Jordan in the Middle East on short notice to face a fan favourite fighter who is so famous out there. He'd appeared on ESPN and all the national news channels. Ant Davies went round there and put on him for a round. Ashley Reece, though, locking this one up, pressing Davies against the cage, just closing the gap. You know, Davies' weapons are those big hooks, and Reece needs to keep out of range or tie his man up. Look at Davies going to the body, switching to the head, now looking for a takedown. Reece immediately going for a Kimura sweep, gets it. Davies, though, great work to get out. Huge knee to the body. The referee, Dean Ware, stops that one. And that may have landed to the head, Jez.
Yeah, and that did look to be a little bit contentious there.
I had a bad angle on that one. I thought it had gone to the body, but referee Dean Ware had a much better one. Did hit the head. I'm going to say that wasn't intentional at all.
No.
But you can't knee a downed opponent. I think with it being unintentional, it's perhaps going to get away with a warning on this occasion, but that's for the referee to decide.
Yeah, Reece right in front of us, and he doesn't look to be too affected by that.
No, show of respect there. As we said, you know, did not look intentional. Reece coming out with a leg kick.
With this fight so far, a game of snakes and ladders going one way, back to the other.
And yeah, one of the things that makes Reece so appealing from a fan's point of view is the fact that he gets into wars and he gets into dogfights. Perhaps not the man to get into a dogfight with is Ant Davies.
No, absolutely bad. It's a dangerous.
So Reece perhaps doing the prudent thing here, tying his man up, going to put him on his back, and he does.
Yeah, he needs to keep ahead of him, doesn't he? He doesn't want to get lured into that trap because, yeah, look, he can win a fight that way, but anything can happen, as we've seen before in the past.
A UK MMA original in the corner of Ant Davies, Aaron Chatfield. Guy's been around the sport and the UK MMA scene for a long, long time as a fighter, promoter, coach, MC, commentator, pretty much done it all. He steps back into the corner for the first time in a long time. Great to have Aaron Chatfield here at FCC. Ashley Reece, though, with another takedown. Looking to pound away on Ant Davies here.
Yeah, and you've got to say, Ashley Reece starting to get a little bit of an edge in this fight. Back and forth in the early stages, but he seems to have just gathered his approach, a bit more steady, a bit more composed.
Nice palm off the forehead there to use the elbow. As we said, Jez, you know, looks a little bit better every time. Reece going to work with the short, chopping shots here. Yeah, if there is one thing about Reece, you know, there's been many times we've seen, beautiful Kimura sweep from Reece. Davies, though, uses the same escape, back to his feet this time, and again landing the hooks. Nice short uppercuts there from Davies. But again, Reece puts his man on the cage.
Yeah, he did well there to close the distance because he just Ant Davies just fires them, they're absolute ripping shots, and you don't want to be on the end of them because that's lights out. If one of those connects.
But yeah, one thing we've seen Reece do so well over the years is weather that storm, be able to shut his opponent down, and then start to work his game, start to grind away, get into that rhythm, and then that rhythm never stops.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, but we have seen him take some big shots. He's got a good chin, and he recovers well. He's a very durable fighter, but you don't want to put that to the test against Ant Davies, do you? Come on. He'll gladly accept that invitation any day of the week.
Anyone can get knocked out, Jez. You know, you look at the guys who are supposedly, you know, granite chin, titanium chin. You look at guys like Roy Nelson, you know, did nearly 40 fights, only been knocked out once, but he got knocked out once. You look at guys like Fedor, who've taken some huge shots, never got knocked out until he got knocked out.
And the thing is, once you do get knocked out, that just gets in your mind as well. And you can never, well, it's hard certainly to get past that. But look, no doubt, it was always going to be the case. It still remains the case. We've got a cracking fight on our hands here.
Yeah, so much good stuff here in the cage. And FCC 17. Couple of big fights to come after this one. If you're joining us on our live stream via Fight TV, Bama veteran, rising veteran Brett McDermott, former FCC champion. He'll be in action in our co-main event, and of course the UK MMA legend and hero Rob Sinclair will face our champion Charlie Leary in the evening's main event. All that good stuff coming at you very, very shortly here, live from Manchester's Event City. Brad Wharton and Jez Cook calling the action from cage side. Ant Davies, Ashley Reece, two of my favourite fighters to watch on the UK scene. Davies, so much to offer. Reece, so much potential. And it's the Beast searching out the takedown here early in the second round, and he gets it.
Yeah, well, that's intelligent, isn't it? He didn't want to have anything to do with a stand-up exchange. He recognised the threat that was being posed by Ant Davies. He's taken it to the mat. And this is really where he does excel, doesn't he, Brad?
Nice elbow there from Reece. He's got Davies in a vulnerable position here, looking to rain down some shots, perhaps take the back. He's cut Davies.
Yeah, he has.
He's cut Davies here. There's blood. Looks perhaps from the eye. I can't see.
Yeah, it's
exactly
just above
here.
the left eye, Brad. And that is going to be an awkward place as well. That looks quite a deep laceration there, and that's going to get in his eye and cause him all kinds of problems.
Yeah, blood going into both eyes now. And you've got to think if this one does continue much longer, we'll have to get the doctor in. But Reece searching out the rear naked choke. Reece trying to lock this one in, trying to get under the jaw of Ant Davies. Davies is fighting it. Ashley Reece looking for the big squeeze.
Yeah, he's got so much time on his hands here. He's got the body triangle locked in, but such a durable fighter is Ant Davies.
So much blood coming from the face of Davies here. You've got to wonder how that's going to be affecting him.
Well, it does make it harder, doesn't it?
Reece looking to take the back. Searching out that neck of Davies. Davies finding this one off for all he's worth, and it's over. Ashley Reece submits Ant Davies in the second round. A bloody, brutal brawl, a battle of attrition. But another test pass for Ashley Reece.
Yeah, it was.
He took some of the hardest punches from one of the hardest punchers in the game. He stood strong, he persevered, he came out, he implemented his own game plan, and he got the victory here at FCC 17, Jez.
Yeah, and he'll be absolutely delighted about that. Like he said, he's shown to the crowd that he's got a great chin, but also his intelligence and his perseverance. He came out in that second round, wasted no time whatsoever, took the fight to the ground, and that was it. A couple of short, sharp shots, established the ground game, got the back, secured the rear naked choke, and again, moved forward in his professional career. Great victory here by Ashley Reece at FCC 17.